Most people never start investing because they don't know where to begin. Should you buy stocks, save in a bank, or maybe start a business? Today, I'll show you exactly how to invest your first $1, $100, $1, zeros, $0, and $10, $0, no fluff, no jargon, just real strategies that work in 2025 and beyond. Let's get one thing straight: saving money is safe, but it will never make you wealthy. That's not just a catchy line, it's the truth most people learn way too late. When you save money in a traditional bank account, you're actually losing value every year. Inflation slowly eats away your purchasing power. What costs $1 today might cost $1.10 next year, but your savings didn't grow to match that. That's why you can't save your way to financial freedom. Now, investing, that's a different game entirely. When you invest, you're putting your money to work. It's like hiring little employees that hustle 24/7, even while you sleep. And here's the kicker: the earlier you start, the less money you actually need. That's because of something most people underestimate: time. Time is your greatest financial asset. Not money, not intelligence, not luck. Time. Let's say two people invest the same amount. One starts at 20, the other at 30. By retirement, the person who started 10 years earlier could have double or even triple the money, just because of compounding. They didn't invest more, they just gave their money more time to grow. That's the magic no one teaches you in school. And this isn't just about retirement. This is about breaking free from living paycheck to paycheck. About building a cushion so you don't panic when your car breaks down. About creating options, not just reacting to life, but shaping it. Most people think they need a lot of money to start investing, but it's actually the opposite. You need to start when you have less, so you can grow it into more. And once that mindset clicks, that time is more valuable than timing, you stop waiting, and you start building. All right, let's talk about that first $100. It might not seem like much, but this is where everything begins. Most people hesitate at this stage. They overthink, get overwhelmed with choices, or worse, do nothing at all. But your first $100 isn't about becoming rich overnight. It's about learning how to move your money with purpose. The best investment with a small amount isn't just about return, it's about momentum. With $100, you're not chasing big gains. You're building a habit. You're teaching yourself the mindset of someone who doesn't let their money sit idle. This is where you start developing the muscle of an investor, someone who understands risk, reward, and the long-term game. Now imagine taking that $100 and breaking out of the spend or save mindset completely. You can get your feet wet with fractional shares, owning a piece of a company like Apple or Tesla. Even if a full share is too expensive, you can use apps that round up your purchases and invest the difference, turning your daily coffee into capital growth. You're not just putting money somewhere, you're actively participating in the market. Even better, that $100 can be invested in your knowledge. A single course, a book, a workshop, those can teach you skills that multiply your income over time. That return might not show up in your bank account tomorrow, but it changes how you think, which changes how you earn. That's an investment most people ignore. And the beauty of starting with just $100 is that there's almost no pressure. You can afford to make mistakes, and you will, but those mistakes are the cheapest you'll ever make. You're learning how it feels to risk, how the market moves, and how your mindset starts to shift when you put skin in the game. Now let's say you've got $100. This is where things get more exciting, because now you have enough to start building something real, a portfolio that can grow and protect your money at the same time. And unlike with $100, this is where you can begin to experience the power of diversification. You're no longer putting all your eggs in one basket. You're thinking like an investor who's managing risk while chasing steady growth. At this level, Your investment mindset should shift from just testing the waters to actually setting up a small, balanced system that can work for you month after month. With $1,000, you can split your capital into a few smart categories. Part of it can go into index funds, which are like owning the entire stock market in one simple move. They're low cost, lower risk, and proven to perform well over time. That's the foundation of your strategy. Then, think about what kind of income or skill you could build with a few $100s. Maybe you buy a tool to launch a small side hustle. Pay for a course that teaches you to freelance or code, or invest in a personal brand. That's a move most people don't even think of, but it could turn that $1,000 into consistent income if you play it right. You also want to create breathing room. Maybe you tuck away a small portion into an emergency savings account, so you're not forced to sell your investments in a panic if life throws you a curveball. Even a small buffer gives you mental peace and investing confidence. And finally, at this level, you can afford to be a little curious. Not reckless, but curious. Maybe you put a small amount into crypto or an individual stock you've researched. Something that teaches you how to track performance, understand volatility, and build emotional discipline when markets move unexpectedly. Now we're entering a whole new level. If you have $10,000 to invest, you're not just starting, you're making serious decisions that can shape your financial future. At this point, you're not just playing the game, you're building your own strategy. And this is where long-term wealth planning truly begins. With $10,000, you have the ability to diversify meaningfully, protect your downside, and still aim for growth. The first thing to understand here is asset allocation, how you divide your money across different types of investments. This decision matters more than picking the perfect stock or trying to time the market. With this amount, you want to spread your risk intelligently. A solid portion can go into broad index funds or ETF, giving you exposure to hundreds of companies with just a few trades. That's stability and growth in one move. Then there's real estate. You might not buy a property outright, but you can get exposure through REITs, real estate investment trusts. These allow you to invest in real estate without the need for a huge down payment or managing tenants. It adds another layer to your portfolio, one that's historically provided steady returns and some protection during market swings. You also have the room to invest in yourself at a higher level. This might be starting a small business, launching a brand, or leveling up your professional skills in a way that directly increases your income potential. At this point, the goal isn't just passive growth, it's leveraged growth, where a portion of your money unlocks much more opportunity. And don't overlook the importance of having a safety net. A chunk of this money should sit in a high-yield savings account or be kept liquid, not because you're playing it safe, but because being prepared gives you power. It allows you to stay in the game when things get rough. It helps you avoid emotional decisions when markets dip or life throws you off course. It protects everything you're building. It doesn't matter whether you're starting with $100, $1,000, or $10,000. What matters is that you start. Every dollar you invest today is buying you time, freedom, and future options. Most people wait for the perfect moment, but the truth is, wealth isn't built in one big move, it's built through small, consistent decisions made early and often. You've now got a clear roadmap for each level, and no more excuses to sit on the sidelines. Start where you are, use what you have, and build step by step. This isn't about getting rich quick, it's about getting wealthy forever. If this video helped you see your money differently, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Which level are you at right now? $100, $1,000, or $10,000? Let's help each other grow.